Andreas.
Hi, is that Alex Sanchez?
Speaking. How can I help you?
Sorry, Richard Knight. Believe you know Olivia Dalton.
Hi, yes, Mr. Knight. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Look, I know you work with Olivia, so I figured you might have more of a clue than I do. She's not answering her phone to me, and something happened at work. She doesn't want to talk about it. Can you maybe see if she's okay?
Is she at her place or is she at your
No, no, no,
place
no.
or
Well, she's not come home yet, so I figured you might have a
come
clue.
home?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I may have a spot on where she's at. All right, I'll keep an eye for her and I'll give her a call.
Thank you. Please let me know. All
Of
right.
course. Will do. Will do. Have a good one.
There's a plot afoot and a storyline. But I need to switch back to Olivia so we can... I don't know what he thinks I'm going to, but this will be interesting. I need to become Olivia again and head back over to a Spoochie Beach. So let's do that very quickly. Yes, hi guys, welcome back to Aspirant Gaming. And today I am doing a little bit of a scene, which is something I've wanted to do with this character for a while since the character came into effect, because it's something that's honestly... There's not been enough of this happening. It's not been... The problem is, doing this kind of scene in roleplay is very hard, because... Is my car still here? It's there. Perfect. Doing this kind of scene in roleplay isn't a very good idea, because we tend to have rules against this kind of behaviour for a good reason. So I had to find a way for it to be an AI type deal, you know? Like a local situation. Well, this is going to be it. So we'll see you once Isaiah turns up. Ah, he calleth. Hey, what's up, Alex?
Uh, the water today?
Yeah, why? Oh, you will be here in the background. Uh-huh.
Okay, you at your normal spot over in you down over here on Vespucci side.
Yeah, down by the breakwater to the marina.
At the marina.
No, I'm down by the breakwater.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
You know, behind where the lifeguard station is?
Yeah. No, I know what that is. I'm
Yeah.
not too far from there. You free for a chat real quick?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll see you soon, kiddo.
Did Richard put you up to this?
That?
Did Richard put you up to this?
I'm just checking in.
Uh-huh, sure.
I'll talk to
I've
you in a
seen a
sec.
bit. Well, he actually knew where I was, so that's a good start. Okay, I'll give him that. He at least had an idea where I was. It's a bit further back where it's not quite as wet sand, because that's still tidal zone. Now, one of the spots was on the end of the breakwater there, and the rocks over there as well. Kind of... I had to have a single spot, especially when we now live up in Chumash. Yes, you saw the house, the new house, or it technically is, which is up there at 801? I think it's 801. Yep, could be 801. It's 810. There we go. I'll show you that one in a bit at the end of the video. Just a quick sneaky peeky, you can have a look around it with me. It's a gorgeous interior. Richard and Olivia got that one just now. They just moved in, so it is just furnished out in their new home, rather than living up in the apartment building at... was it Clips? No, it was in Del Perro. They moved somewhere for both of them. But anyway, I can do that because it's my story, isn't it? They're both my characters, so I can do what I want, when I want, how I want. Which is exactly what I want. Now, it lets me have a bit more control over the relationship side of the story without it getting too hefty in terms of it being, oh, having to depend on another person to play a certain character, or also just letting me kind of guide things where I'd like it to go and play both characters. I do it with Misha as well and Abby. Although, I do get people to play Rosa and Andy as well at times. I think I will try and get someone to play Richard at some point, if necessary. And I'm working on a storyline with Rob where I am the romantic partner for one of his characters. But my character there is not really one for YouTube. Either way, I digress. What with percentages? We'll see in a minute.
A little chilly to be out here in shorts today, huh?
Yeah, well, so that's the surfing weather for the winter, isn't it? Although for some
Is
reason
he
I couldn't be
taken?
asked to get my board out. No. What dragged you down here then?
I can't just check up on
Oh, there's an
you know,
agenda at
something
play,
that's going
isn't
on.
there? You're
Huh?
working. You're working. This isn't a social call. Richard put
What
you
do
up
you
to this,
mean?
didn't he?
I have no clue what you're talking about,
Yes,
Olivia.
you do.
Just here checking up on you and sitting down next to her. Friends can't catch up once in a while.
It's just suspicious when I ghost Richard. All of a sudden, you give me a call out of the blue and ask you for my usual spot.
Just curious if you were or not. I mean, I was up checking the waters earlier today. Figured might as well stop by before I head too deep in the city.
Oh, I didn't know you transferred to Port Authority.
Nah, you kidding me? Oh, the waves over there by the place now are awesome. I love them.
Oh yeah, we're your neighbours now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were good this morning, and figured I might as well just give you a call.
Yeah, well, you'd be right. I was avoiding going home. I don't particularly
How
feel
so?
like... I've got a lot to unpack, and I didn't particularly want to do it in front of Richard. He's already dealt with enough with my shit, and... Truth be told, I don't want to remind him
Mind him of what?
what I am.
You're Olivia Dalton. Who else?
You know
What
exactly
else
what I
would there
am.
be? You're a bright young deputy that's got
God.
a huge
Stop beating around the bush,
plan
okay?
ahead. No, I'm being serious.
I don't want to remind him that I'm trans and that I'm broken, okay? That's what I don't want to tell him. Because I got crap at today from some of the detention deputies because I went through the academy with a couple of them and they gave me a bunch of shit when I dropped somebody off at the jail. And they told a bunch of people who didn't know, and they made a huge stinking fun thing of it, and they tried to basically stop me using the bathroom there when I went in to basically just, after dropping the guy off and processing him. They tried to make a huge fuss about things, and it was humiliating, and it was the one thing I could do to not cry, okay? And I didn't want to go home in this mood to put that on Richard and remind him that I'm broken and a freak to some of these people, okay? I also didn't want to, whatever he'd try and do, because he'd turn around and try and sue them, and that'd be suing the city, and that'd be suing my employer, which would basically screw me. So I wanted to decompress and deal with it myself, get my head around it, and then bury it and move on. Because there is nothing to be done about it, Alex. It happened. It was humiliating. It was dehumanizing. And it was horrible, but I never want to experience it again. I know I will, and I know I have to deal with it, because there is nothing that can be done. So you can say all these things that you believe, and frankly, I love you for it. You're an amazing guy, and I wish more people saw things that way, that simply, okay? But they don't.
Liv, I can't even begin to even try to comprehend on how difficult this is for you. I'm not gonna beat around that. Is it gonna take some change and, getting used to? Yeah, of course. It's a big change. It's not gonna be rainbows and sunshine throughout the walk,
No.
but you can't let it eat you up.
Things have been relatively okay at work, Just the odd look, but most people in general didn't seem to care. They were mostly okay with me. Whereas these guys deliberately wanted to be set out to cause something, and they kept calling me that old name. They kept deliberately saying everything as wrong as possible to try and make it worse, to try and get a rise out of me.
And they're only like that because of the fact they're stuck in one spot all day, less pay, and having to deal with everybody under the sun giving them shit.
For God's sake, they said they couldn't let me go into the women's restroom before I went back out onto the streets. Why? Oh, I might spy on some of the other women at the facility. I might, try and touch one of them or accost one of them. I've never touched a woman in my life, Alex. I have no interest. In the slightest.
Yeah.
And even if I did, would they say that to a lesbian? No.
No, I get it. Like I said, I'm not gonna try to, bore you with some story or try to, say everything's gonna be fine because your life itself is something you have control of. This isn't something that I can say this is the right way, and this is something I can't say, oh, you're doing this wrong. There's always going to be a curveball thrown at you.
I know that.
And in the end of the day, you're going to be you and you're going to do your own decisions that you want to do. Now, like I said, those guys in there, they've seen it firsthand. They don't actually know you, they just know the workaround, so to speak. Now, granted, most of those guys have, certain views that I'm not going to, get into. But a lot of the time, they have to see it for how it is, unfortunately. We don't get to see their eyes and how they have to handle it. Now, is it bad that they treated you that way? Yeah, it is. I'm not condoning it, and frankly, that agitates me a little bit to where they would think somebody like you would do that.
It's nothing to do with
But at
me.
the
It's to do
same
with the
time,
perception. It's to do with what they think of what I am. It's just like my brother and the shit he called me when I went home. Mark said the most hateful things, and he's never said words like that to me in my life. But the second I said those words, well, they saw me. To him, I was every slur he could imagine. On principle. And he grew up with me. He knew who I was. And suddenly every single slur applied. It's not me, Alex. It's what I am. It's like I
I'll tell you what,
became
my
suddenly a second-class citizen. Like I suddenly became a football for them. That
I'll tell you what
I'm funny.
I'll tell you what my own man said to me way back when was the people that who you can trust and everything else like that truly know you. People you can't trust, as soon as you decide to go your truthful way, they'll stomp you, kick you, and put you down in the dirt with everything they got. And we live in a hateful time. Yeah, we do. People aren't gonna, respect one another. People aren't gonna live and learn or agree or support one another. That's why you gotta find that group that, certain somebody and stick with them. Rich is
Yeah,
a
I
great
guess.
guy. He wants to be with you. He wants to help you and support you and be with you during difficult times.
No, he didn't sign up for
And
that. He...
yet Olive, let me ask you something. Has he told you he loves you?
Yes.
Have you told him
Yes.
that okay. Truly loving somebody, regardless of the intention, whether it, friend to friend, family member to family member,
Oh,
or
God,
significant
great.
other. Yeah, we'll at least head back to the car. But listen, when somebody truly says they love you, the basic point is they are there to support you and they are there to stand by you every step of the way. Trust me, I had to get a
Yeah.
rough recollection of that not too long ago too.
Look, I just don't want to put him on
And
him, you know? I don't want to put that weight on him.
it's
Like,
not
it's enough... No, listen, Alex. It's enough that
there.
he loves me and I
He's
love
there.
him, okay?
No,
I know, but just listen to
Liv.
me, please.
He's there
Please.
to help
Listen
you.
to me, okay? I get it. And to you, it's real simple, because for you and Kate, it's just
It's not
nice,
though.
okay? But listen
It's
to me.
not.
Listen to me, okay? It's... He doesn't deserve someone this broken, okay? He doesn't deserve to love someone that's this fucked up, okay? And I am. I don't want to remind him, okay, in case he remembers and suddenly leaves me. Because he realises he hates what I am as well, like everybody else does.
He's not.
He doesn't deserve it.
Liv, you need to get. I'm. I want you to understand this, okay? I really don't deserve Kate. I really
I don't
don't.
think
And
anyone in
now
this
that I've
city
said
does.
that's not the point. The
Sorry.
point is that I'm telling you is, look, regardless if you think you deserve him or not, he's gonna be there regardless. He's going to support you, and he is going to make sure you are okay. When it comes down to relationships as a whole and everything else, they're there to ease that weight off of you. So you don't have to take all that pressure to where you get to a point where
Yeah.
you have these negative thoughts. Like I said, I recently had to go through that myself. And guess what? Kate was right there every single step of the way. It's
You two are
taken me
lucky.
a whole. I've, I still don't know how she said yes. I still don't know why we're where we're at now. But the point is that he's there for you. He wants to help you. It's gonna take time, trust me,
I
because
just
I'm
feel like
still learning.
it's an excessive burden, you know? It's too much to put on someone.
It's it's not. It really isn't. And you'll know by the little things that he does. Calling you, texting you,
Yeah.
texting you the good morning while you're
I
working
just...
over shift and staying up when you get home from late night
Yeah.
shifts. It
I just
it
didn't want
happens.
to burden him because I knew
It's
he'd feel responsible, okay? And he'd feel like he
he's
had to
not
do
though.
something, and then he'd use his loyally bullshit Jedi power to go off and do something stupid. Just...
If you tell him you don't want that, I guarantee you he will respect your wishes and move on. But not talking to him won't help
I
either one of
know,
you in this case.
I just don't
It,
want him to
it
see me as different, okay?
it's he's not going to see you different, hon. Okay? Just like how I'm you talking to you, before and now. My opinion has not changed on you still. Okay? His opinion won't change. I know that because of the fact that he loves you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thanks, Alex.
Alright? I mean it, okay? It's gonna be okay. It'll take some time,
Thank
but
you.
it'll be okay.
I
Alright?
should head home. I should see him.
Get home. Yeah. Call him, make sure you tell
Yeah,
him that you're okay.
I
Get
will.
home. Spark up the fireplace and I'll just relax, okay?
I have to have you and we'll have to have you and Kate around at some point, if that is, acceptable to Her Highness.
Well, that I'll have to bring it up to her then in her schedule,
I mean, we're
okay?
neighbours, it'd be neighbourly, right?
I know. Exactly. I'll see you around though, kid, okay?
See
Stay
you.
safe.
Thanks for dragging me out of a dark place.
Anytime.
There's a lot darker one than I wanted to do. It had to do a lot of planning for that, trying to work out what I wanted Olivia to have gone through and to feel. And those emotions were kind of the universally kind of translated experiences that I found, so I wanted to make it as authentic as possible. We'll see if that worked out or not. But it applies to whatever the situation. It doesn't need to just be this one specific circumstance in this story. It could apply to anybody. Gay, straight, trans, cis, able, disabled. Could be any circumstance where one partner is different, or one partner has something about them that they're ashamed of, or feel upset about, or feel less worthy. Because sometimes feeling less worthy is all in your head. Sometimes it's not in your head. But that feeling of worth is difficult to really translate. We all find our reasons to feel inadequate. Me, Firekitten, the YouTube creator, I have terrible self-esteem. I constantly wonder why Mr. Firekitten is with me. And I constantly second-guess myself because of that. So, we're all fragile human beings at the end of the day, no matter where we come from. Anyway, enough of this super espresso depresso. We'll see you back up in Chumash. And I'll show you around Olivia and Dirge's house, which I did say I would do. God! I hate the locals in this stupid universe. I'm sitting here in a turning lane. The locals are yeehaw splat. Welcome to Liv and Richard's house. Yes. With locals not crashing into us. I don't know if I showed you this before. I know I've shown it off in one of the members' videos, but I am using this for their crib. So we're down here. The garage, which is turned into a storage room. Shortened, of course, to give more room in the actual house, to make it useful. We have a downstairs laundry room. For all that laundry. We have a gorgeous living room, which you saw part of already. With what I'm going to pretend is totally not Raton Canyon. I'm going to pretend that's Montana. Some nice paintings. A kitchen. 2 doors to the exterior. One here, which is to the side. Leads out to the street. And these 2 doors over here leading to a balcony with his and her surfboards. So it's literally perfect for these two. We'll check upstairs as well. Just a quick tour around. And we have a guest bedroom. Although the makeup area is pretty good. It's just a small bedroom, of course. Another balcony over there actually leads outside. We have a chaise and wine storage. Useful. The master bedroom, totally. With lit makeup mirror, of course. Very important. Bear skin. Freaking perfect. A TV. Bunch of stuff. Here's the balcony on the other side. And last but not least, epic bathroom. No shower, but a bath. So still pretty useful. And I forget where the office is. I know there's an office in here somewhere. Oh, it's right here next to me. And an office. So I'm assuming this is probably Richard's office at home. And this is just a spare guest room they have here, so yeah. Obviously anyone can use this property, it's not just for me, but it's rather nifty and it definitely fits the characters. It's going to be that old world vibe that both of them are kind of used to. And some good country posters and paintings. Nice Spanish style, love it. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit dour, a little bit sad, but I also wanted to tell a bit of a different story with this one. And add some more of the stuff into Olivia's storyline that I hadn't really been able to put in earlier. Stuff that I'd wanted to do, but really had no way of doing it in character other than it being third party like this, where it was an AI off-screen event. Where the effects are felt in server, because it's something that... It's a difficult topic, and it's also one we can't really roleplay out in server. We don't do hate, and we don't do racism, so it's a balancing act. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.